constituency from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to move this motion on the stoppage and mitigation of risks associated with the use of hazardous pesticides across Nigeria. The House notes that pesticides are used in agriculture to protect crops from pests and diseases, thereby ensuring food security. However, the growing circulation of highly hazardous pesticides in the country poses grave risks to human health, food safety, environmental sustainability, and biodiversity. A way that the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control and other regulatory bodies classify highly hazardous pesticides as high level of acute or chronic hazards to health or the environment, even when used as instructed. Over 50% of NAFDAC-registered pesticides are classified as highly hazardous products, and close to 60% of them are already banned in other countries. Concerned that 70% of suicides in Nigeria involves the ingestion of highly hazardous pesticides, such as diglovus in snipers. The indiscriminate importation, sale, and use of these hazardous chemicals pose farmers, consumers, water sources, and the entire ecosystem to dangerous contamination, resulting in huge economic losses for Nigerian food exporters due to rejections at the port of destination during inspection. Also concerned that reports indicate rising cases of pesticides poisoning, soil degradation, and food residue contamination due to unregulated use of highly hazardous pesticides in Nigeria. Research shows that 7 out of 13 common pesticide active ingredients in Nigeria are cancerous. In 2020, over 270 persons died in Oyo Obi community of Benue State as a result of endosulfan in the community river. Worried that continued inaction could undermine food security, endanger public health, violate international obligations, and increase long-term medical and ecological costs to the nations. Cognizance that there are organic and agroecological alternatives in Nigeria that are sustainable and economically viable, the House accordingly resolved to urge the federal ministries of Agriculture and Food Security, Health and Social Development, Environment, and non-governmental organizations to immediately conduct a nationwide review and inventory of highly hazardous pesticides in circulation. 2, also urge National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control to strengthen regulation, monitoring, and enforcement on the importation, distribution, and use of pesticides with particular attention to highly hazardous pesticides, and keep the list of banned pesticides updated at all times. 3, further urge the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria to carry out an integrated pest management strategies and incentive-driven support that promotes safer alternatives, such as organic biopesticides and agroecology already in use by Nigerian farmers. 4, to mandate the committees on agricultural production and services and environment to liaise with relevant agencies and stakeholders to develop a framework for the gradual phase-out and eventual ban of highly hazardous pesticides and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, colleagues, I so move.